Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Would you sleep with sick women?
I may be pregnant, but I'm still a man.
Spank the unruly ones.
It's indecent, it's vulgar, it's blasphemous.
I'm gonna ride you till you can't stand up.
Come on, let's go down.
All right, keep your shirt on.
LoveLine's meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Here's LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
0854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician, an addiction medicine specialist. Good evening, Drew.
Good evening.
All right, a couple of things to discuss. First off, tomorrow night, Toad the Wet Sprocket will be in here. This is a band I'm looking forward to meeting. I've never met them. I've heard them on other radio shows. They sound delightful. Also a fan of their music, so I'll be looking forward to meeting the Toad Boys tomorrow. And then Thursday, another guy I'm looking forward to meeting, Tom Arnold, will be in here. He's called in the show a couple of times now, I believe. Seems like a decent guy, and we'll have a big chat with him Thursday night. Now, I just got back from a little belated Father's Day dinner with Pops. I guess that goes without saying.
Was your grandmother there?
No, Grandma was not there. Sister and husband are in town from Germany with the baby. And I really don't know how to act around kids, I've figured out.
I'll attest to that. Just because my kids threw their clothes off, I thought you were going to have some kind of a stroke.
But I don't know how to act around infants, especially. And I realize that when you're around an infant, it doesn't really much matter how you act around the infant because the thing's 9 weeks old. Who's he telling? And what does he know? But there's other people around who are watching you interact with the infant, and it's important that you, it's like don't scratch your nuts and then, and then grab for the kid. Wash your hands.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. It's sort of a measure of your civility. It's how you behave around a kid.
Right. And
your potential marrying sort of worth.
Right.
Right.
Very important.
Women are carefully sizing you up. It's like how they behave around their cats.
Yeah, absolutely. When a woman sees you, here's a serious dating tip, guys. When you go to a woman's house for the first time and she has a cat, dog, a hamster, a ferret, a iguana, whatever it is, be kind to it. Because that is, first off, an extension of her, and second off, basically a little mock child. How you treat that animal is how you may treat your potential child, your offspring with her. And whether you want kids with her or not is not the point. The point is you're never going to get to try if, you drop kick the schnauzer across the living room. So you have to, handle it a certain way. Beautiful little child. And seeing my sister with this child, I started thinking my sister, immediately with the baby talk, and just couldn't get enough of this kid. Because the kid, Casper...
You had to drop that one in.
Casper is only, he's like 6-7 weeks old.
Is that German for something?
It means...
Friendly ghost?
No. Okay, Drew. Drew, what are you taking? Some sort of a Berlitz comedy cassettes or something? Do you listen to those in your car now? What is going on with you? Become Shecky Drew. Dr. Gaffa all of a sudden. All right, relax over there.
Right.
The point is this. My sister loves the hell out of this kid. Oh, she's picking everything. And, the beauty of the kid is, look, bile's coming out of his mouth. Oh, isn't that great? That is so cute. And everything is great. They're having a big, there's practically a parade in the kitchen with the stepmother and the dad and my sister Lauren and Christoph, the husband, because the baby had a solid BM. And I didn't want to, throw any water on the parade, so I just cheered along. But I didn't know why we were cheering, because we'd went out to dinner and we came back, and my stepmother Lynn said, hey, guess what? Change a diaper. Solid BM. There was a BM in there. And I thought, what are you expecting to find in there? Like a family opossum? What else would be in the diaper? BM. And I thought, my sister was elated. Oh, that's great. And the dad was, Casper, that a boy. And I thought, Well, what is that, Drew? Is BM's a good thing, a sign of virility, or?
Well, no. I mean, has he had some diarrhea? It's pretty serious for a little kid.
Oh, he may have had diarrhea
and finally got over it.
I didn't want to say anything.
Are they traveling from Germany? Or are they over
They're
here?
traveling. From
Germany. You cannot imagine how stressful it is traveling with a kid that age. It's like traveling with like an intensive care patient or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like their ventilator is just not hooked up quite.
Yeah,
right.
and with the pressure and everything on the descent, the kid's ears popping and everything.
Ears popping. The diet changes. The time changes.
Oh, because he was living off of beer and strudel and knockwurst when he was over there, and here he just gets strained peas.
And
what diet change, Drew? He eats canned peas and milk or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, who knows? I don't know what they're doing for diet. Is he eating solids yet? No, just formula.
No, I gave him some gristle off my plate, but no. All right, so he had the solid BM, and we're all pretty elated about that. But I was watching my sister look at this young little bundle of love and just bond with it. And boy, I mean, like you never seen before. And I thought of it. Now, there's two things going on. A, it's her child, and B, it's new. And I thought to myself, and they're very easy to love at that age because you just sort of put them in whatever position you want, throw them over your shoulder, and go take a walk with them. I thought by the time they're teenagers, the parents hate their guts. And I thought, this is the kind of enthusiasm we need now when the kid's a teenager.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
and the same kind of parenting.
I think the kid should come out as a teenager.
And go backwards.
Yeah, I don't know where he would go from there. But all I'm saying is that, boy, if you could muster this kind of enthusiasm for the kid when he's 16 and a half, he's in the bathroom masturbating all day long. He's got, the Orion's belt in Acme on his forehead. And, he's wants to get another tongue piercing, and he's acting out. And you found a bong in his room that was fashioned out of the squeezable honey container. And you know what I'm saying? This is the type of love, unconditional love and affection they need. But by then, it's worn off.
It's not just worn out. They also get to act out their own pathology as the child becomes a separate person.
Great.
Wouldn't that be nice to watch?
Yes. I'll love every minute of it.
Now, what impact you're going to have, this sort of scares me.
Oh, boy, I'm going to take care of that boy. I realize I'm going to be the uncle. I'm going to be that weird uncle.
Yeah. And from California yet.
Yeah, weird uncle from California. Oh, it's going to be making fun of me.
Are they going back to Germany?
Friends. Yeah, they'll be going back, but eventually they'll come back.
You hid your sister from us for years. Can we see these people?
She's in Germany. What do you want me to do?
Is she there right now?
Her out. She's home now. She's with young Casper. She'll come out and visit you. She said, "You like Drew?" Yeah. Oh, all right. Doesn't seem that way. All right, another little piece of business I'm going to get to. This will be a little teaser. A couple nights ago, we were talking about something. I brought something up, and then we didn't know if we were going to talk about it, and I said I better check on it before I talk about it. Well, I'm ready to talk about it tonight.
Did you check with the author?
Yes. Margaret Cho. Margaret Cho, the fine young... what is her nationality, Drew? It's
Korean.
Yes, Korean. Korean comedian. Well, do we have to do that, or we can just call her comedian, right?
Yeah.
Actress. Margaret Cho is, she's really one of the top 10 Korean stand-ups working, a female working in her 20s in Los Angeles. I'm going on a limb and saying that. No, she's very funny, and she came in here, and she was in here. We had a good show with her like a week ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago now, and she wrote a script. She was on All American Girl, that sitcom 5-8 years ago. And it turns out she's a writer, and she's a pretty solid writer, and she's working on a feature. And she wrote a part for me in this feature. Now, there's parts for a lot of people she knows, and some of them I know. Laura Keitlinger, Bobcat Goldthwait, and a few other comedic notables. Weird Al is in there. Yes, thank you, Engineer Mike. Why do you have to do that? And Carrot Top will be my understudy in case I go down in the line. But she wrote a part in for me, and she gave me the script and told me that it was a difficult scene, that I was playing myself, and that she was basically playing herself, and I'm no actor. God knows I'm no actor. I asked anybody I've been on an audition for if I'm an actor, they will tell you unequivocally no. but Margaret gave me this scene, and before the next break, I think I'll read it. It's a titillating scene. And,
it's shocking.
It's a shocking scene. I will edit it as best I can. And Drew, you'll get a nice chuckle out of this as well. Sarah, 15.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you guys tonight?
Good.
I have a problem. I was going out with a guy for about 3.5 weeks, and I really trusted him because we were good friends at first. You know, we partied together and everything. And when we were going out, I found out that he was holding hands with a girl. I'm like, oh, no big deal. You know, just immature crap. And then Saturday night, I found out that he liked my friend Jamie. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. So I called him up to talk to him about it, and he blew me off. He just kept hanging up on me.
Is she a good friend of yours?
What?
Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is.
Your best friend?
No, not my best.
All right. Oh, imagine what your best friend's up to.
That might be coming. Maybe that's next.
And then so I had my friend call him up and say it was over. You know, I took...
Whoa. You had your friend call him up?
Yeah, because he kept hanging up on me.
Oh, boy, do I swear to God, Drew, I miss those days when you could get your friends to do your bidding. Not only do your bidding in terms of ending a relationship or even beginning a relationship, but they would go out and do like little scouting reports. Hey, guess what I found out about Sheila? Oh, yeah. Turns out she thinks you're cute. Okay. Tell her that I might like to go on a date with her. Okay. She said, now it's one of her friends coming back.
Right.
Listen, before you know it, you got 15 people involved. It's like NATO. Everyone's sitting around listening to, some sort of big NATO summit where everyone has different interpreters and headphones on, and we're all sitting in one big place trying to figure out whether you're getting laid this weekend or not. All right, Sarah. So you had one of your friends call on his seconds.
Yeah, because he kept hanging up on me. So I just told her to say, well, it's his loss.
Right.
And I talked to him today, and I'm like, you know, I bet I was being really nice to him because I still want to keep a friendship because he's a really nice guy. Mm. And I'm like, well, Jeff, you know, how is it going? How is work? And so you and Jamie going out. And he's like, oh, you know, so I got a hold of my friend Jamie, and I'm like, so what's up with you? You know, because he told me she wanted to talk to me. Right. She's like, oh, well, if you guys or if we're going to go out, you don't have a right to be mad. I'm like, I took it really hard because I did trust him, you know, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Trusted him? I'm totally confused.
I don't know. This somehow has turned into some sort of Tiger Beat forum. Let's ask Drew. He's dreaming.
Sir, the bottom line is you cannot require people or necessarily expect them to behave that way you wish they would. Mm-hmm. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That you terminated your relationship with him, and he went on to carry on in the way he saw fit.
And then what did she say? She said, oh.
All right. Listen, it's he said, she said, then he saw her, then I had a friend call her.
That's...
we need to have a friend call Sarah and tell her we don't care.
Well...
All right, I feel bad. She's trapped in this, and I know what it's like to be that age and have this surround you, but really, the country's about to kill themselves. The guy's not right for you.
Yeah.
Your friend maybe is not as good a friend as you maybe thought. And that may be something to look into. As far as the guy goes, forget about this, let's be friends. This is not going to work, especially a week after the breakup. And Drew, isn't it funny? We're just talking about how friends really get involved with relationships when you're younger.
Yeah.
And you go from really getting right in the middle of relationships. I mean, I did a lot of bidding for other guys. I got in between people. There was that thing where, there'd be a party and the guy'd get drunk and he'd do something stupid and he'd go flying out of the apartment, and the girl would go chasing after him, and she'd be crying, and you'd have to walk her back into the thing and settle her down, and she was loaded too, and blah blah blah.
Now, what were you doing when you did that?
Trying to get laid.
Yeah.
But the point is this: somehow,
so transparent.
Somehow, this impulse never worked. Somehow, this impulse from I'm going to get in and get right in the middle of everything goes from I'm going to get right into the fray to I don't know, leave me alone. I'm staying out of it. You know what I mean? Like, Susan could call me and say, Drew OD'd on tranquilizers. He's talking of suicide. Ham caller's manager. I don't know. I can't get involved. We're right in the middle of cops here. You mind? I'll see him tonight. I mean, is it true now? I mean, the cardinal sin is getting involved between somebody now. You don't want to hear it.
You learn your boundaries, and you also don't need that kind of drama to
you got your own drama.
Divert yourself from your own feelings.
That's right.
And I was just thinking about this thing with Sarah, the caller we just had, and people have to realize that a good part of their relationships with people are infused with history in the sense that they're having relationships that are based upon their internal object relationships. It's basically what we talk about in this show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The issues with their parents and other people and how she relates with herself and others.
Right.
Or it has nothing to do with the reality. The reality is this guy doesn't like her. He's probably a big a-hole. And she's got him idealized as some kind of perfect guy, as a great friend. He's this wonderful guy that he has to fulfill the image that she needs to have a relationship with, but it's not who he is.
Yeah. All these people he was such a horrible, hateful boyfriend, but he really has all these great humanistic qualities, and I'd like to keep in touch with him.
And it's
bad plan.
Right, it was my best friend's fault for seducing him.
Right. Sunshine, 20.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, guys. What's up?
All right.
I have a question. I've been seeing a guy for the past few months, and we are sexually active. Maybe about a month or so ago, we were having sex and the condom broke. I'm supposed to be getting my period within the week. Yesterday it started, but it was like only for an hour, and it stopped.
Well, excuse me. Are you normally regular?
I'm usually pretty. It varies. Sometimes it's irregular. Sometimes it's regular.
That would be irregular.
Yeah.
Because the times it was regular would be also irregular.
We call that regularly irregular.
Thank you, Drew.
And so what you thought was coming, although it was a week early, you speculated this was your period.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because you're bleeding doesn't mean you're not pregnant.
Okay.
Okay. You need to get a pregnancy test.
All right. I had taken one.
And?
Actually, and it was supposed to be pink you're pregnant, no color you're not.
Yeah.
It turned green. I don't know what happened. If the test was wrong, I should take another. Or
take another. That'd be my first guess on that.
I'm going with demon seed. Is there a demon seed? Is there a picture on the back of the box? A kid with like sixes carved in his forehead and horns coming out.
Bad boy.
No, I don't remember seeing something like that.
All right. So take another drug?
Take another one. Oftentimes bleeding in the first couple months of pregnancy, in fact, can actually what would be termed first trimester bleeding. It's actually a threatened abortion, potentially, or a miscarriage, and it isn't necessarily your period. So people who ask, gee, can you have a period when you're pregnant? It's not really that you're having a period. It's that you're bleeding, and that's a complication of pregnancy.
Megan, 17.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Megan.
Speaking with you.
It's lovely to talk to you this evening.
I present you with a little problem. About 3 months ago, I came out to my parents, and I told them that I was bisexual.
You're 17.
Yes.
What does that mean at 17?
At 17, it means that I'm attracted to other women, that I've experimented, but I have not had a relationship.
All right.
And what does experimented mean?
Kissed, touched, nothing beyond that.
It's a really, the world has really gotten to a sad state when 17-year-old women have gotten more than I got when I was 17 as a heterosexual with women.
But understand that at that age and that behavior could mean you're heterosexual.
Yeah.
Could mean you're bisexual. Mm-hmm. Could mean you're beginning to be a homosexual.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
That's your business.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but the point is she burdened her parents with
that's my question. Why did you feel compelled to blurt that out at the dinner table?
Well, I've been kind of having these feelings for a couple of years now.
Well, that's fine.
And, I mean, I'm very open with my parents about sex, and they're very open with me, and we have a great communication about it, so I felt that I should ask them about this.
Okay. All right, we'll buy this.
All right, yeah, I'll take it.
Hold on, mental note. Never be open with your kids about sexuality. Go ahead, Megan.
Okay.
Like you ever would be.
My father was very supportive, and he shared his experiences not having sex with men, but men coming on to him in college. And
hey, but what would it have done if he said that, it was the 60s and everyone was doing it, and he blew his roommate in college a couple of times?
I would have respected him for telling me.
Really? You wouldn't have went like, oh, Dad, come on.
No.
Were you wearing the cardigan sweater or what? Oh, you wouldn't have?
No, I would have respected him for telling me.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
But the issue is my mother in that she has a very strong moral and value system, and I respect that. But she has kind of said that I have a choice in choosing either men or women.
Like, are you living on a kibbutz, or are these your parents, Megan?
My parents.
What is this? I respect your value system. Even I can't tolerate that crap.
Even Drew's got a puss on over here, Megan. Oh,
Come on. Is there any real affect, any real feelings in response to the stuff your parents are telling you?
Yeah, and I mean,
What's
my
the
mother,
feeling?
Excuse me?
What is the feeling you had when you were going through all this?
Confusion.
Okay.
I mean.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a place to start.
Okay.
So you're confused about what you're feeling and how your parents made you feel.
Right.
All right.
But my mother has told me that she's kind of pushing me towards choosing men so that she wants me to shove this other curiosity point of me kind of in the closet and just say, don't deal with it. And it's huge. Well,
is this the way your parents have always sort of, if they have rationalized you down on everything? Whenever you express a feeling, they're like, well, that's reason, let's think about it.
No, this is kind of me, just kind of rationalizing everything that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, but the major point is that my mother has kind of said that if I ever am with a woman, she will disown me.
But I got to respect that value system, Adam. It's
Yeah,
very understanding and open-minded and a great communication.
Yeah, that's why you told the folks.
Yeah.
Listen, Megan.
Yes.
First off, let me say a few things.
Okay.
You're 17. Mm-hmm. You sound like you're going just finishing up your thesis on women's roles in medieval societies, and that you wearing beads, mustache, afro out to here, Birkenstocks, and you're in your 11th year at Mills College up in Berkeley. I don't know how a 17-year-old sounds like you, but God bless you. My hat's off to you. I mean, do you read a lot?
I kind of have become my own person.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Now, here's our theory,
okay,
Megan, and we can always figure it out. We started off by saying, why on earth did you tell your parents you're bisexual at 17? Not because we don't think you're bisexual, just because who wants to drop this bomb on their folks while you're living at home and deal with the slings and arrows? And you know, for all you know, they may throw you out of the house.
Especially it is really at the stage of experimentation, and she's not clear. And
right, nothing's carved in stone just yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's like, I wanted to be a race car driver, then an astronaut. Nobody cared. And I never was. And thank God I didn't go out and buy an outfit. Because it'd just be gathering dust at this point. All right, but anyway, you started off, we asked you why you told your parents, and you said, because I live in this environment that's very open and it's nurturing, and we speak openly about our sexuality and blah, blah, blah. We pictured this utopia where people walked around with nothing but a fig leaf over their genitalia. Lo and behold, your mom is ready to take a rolling pin to the side of your head for this and disown you if you ever get near another woman.
Right.
Okay, so it is not that sort of environment that you led us to believe.
Okay.
And you knew that when you told her. You knew she would have a reaction because this is the woman you've known for 17 years.
Okay.
She didn't surprise you, did she?
Yes.
She did?
Yes.
You didn't know her, the way she thought, her ideologies and all that?
you didn't feel nervous telling her this stuff?
No, I didn't.
So you thought she would welcome you with open arms, but it turns out she's a...
I thought she would be rational about it and discuss it.
Right. Okay. See, that's what its rationalization. Mom is so busy repressing her own feelings with we're going to reason this out and do what's proper and politically correct tonight, honey, and and then finally some real feeling broke through here.
Well,
that maybe have been Megan's only goal. Mom, have a feeling.
Yes, trying to get a rise out of Mom.
Yeah, just have an affect. Mom, where are you? Where are you?
Yes, very interesting. All right, so it worked. There is blood coursing through those veins of hers, after all.
I questioned this, yes.
That's right. But you have to show some affect, too, and you don't model your mom so much, and get in touch with your own feelings, and don't be so frightened by them.
See, this is why next time you do the same thing, but you play it safe, which is, Larry, my brother, he said he was gay. What do you think of that? And see how she reacts. If that works, then you go in right with the lesbianism after that. All right, Drew, you're always right. There's listen to me, all you people that always call and say, what's wrong with being straight ahead with the parents? What's wrong with knowing you're bisexual or gay at 16, 17, whatever it is? What's wrong? I'm telling you right now, 100%, every call we ever get, anytime a kid comes out to his folks under the age of 20, he's trying to get a rise out of them.
Dr. Drew's right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Drew.
Trying to
It's
do
either
something.
get a rise out of mama or screw papa.
It's something. Yeah, something.
Absolutely. All right. And there's nothing wrong with the truth, and I'm not saying those who are gay should cower in the closet. I'm just saying at 17, dropping that bomb on your folks may not be the greatest idea, and there's usually an ulterior motive.
I began to float up and away from my body.
Lady, you better get back here. If you're not here when LoveLine returns, they're going to be pissed.
Float.
Everybody on the floor, this is Ice-T. You're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt.
Yes. Ice-T. All right. Phone number for LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. I'm Carolla, Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is board-certified physician. All right. Last break, I was telling you about comedian Margaret Cho from All American Girl and many, many other headlining stand-up performances around the country. Was in the show a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know Margaret before then, but I knew who she was, and we had some mutual friends and all that. Anyway, turns out she's quite a nice writer. Wrote herself a feature and was kind enough to give me a nice part in it. She's basically playing herself. I'm basically playing myself, and everyone's sort of playing theirselves. Bobcat Goldthwait and Weird Al and Laura Keitlinger and some other, who the hell, Janine Garofalo, I think, a few other people were planning on being in it. And it's just at the, writing stages, trying to get funding and all that stuff. But she gave me the script the other night, came over to the house. Turns out she just lives down the street, and I'm no actor.
We got that.
Thank you, Drew. Drew, yeah, if I'm no actor, you're really no actor. At least I can act like I'm acting
I'm not even a tour.
once in a while. You're not even a... The point is, she gave me a script and said, listen, it's a very difficult scene. And I said, what do I got to do? Chop wood or something?
But you mentioned she was real anxious to have you like the scene, too.
He said, yes, read it. I will not sleep until you read it. And I read 4 or 5 pages a month. This thing is 65 pages long. I told her, it's going to take a while. She said, don't go forward to your scene and then read that. And, I immediately, as soon as she left, skipped forward to my scene and only read that and then went back and read the beginning part. I still haven't got to the very end. But the point is this. It is a savage love scene going on in this. And this is...
it's between you and Margaret Cho?
Me and Margaret Cho. It's a no-holds-barred love scene that's going on. And
you want to set the stage at all?
The stage is, as best as I can tell, Margaret and I are at a party. And I am basically hitting on Margaret in no uncertain terms. And Margaret's playing coy, but eventually I win her over.
And everybody that knows you knows you're very aggressive in a public situation.
Yes. So let me tell you, I'm like a Wolverine. Once I set my sights on a woman, it goes something like this. Hey, can I get you some punch? No, thanks. I'm topped off. All right. I'm going to go masturbate in the corner. Call me if you need some punch. That's my hard sell.
That's very aggressive.
That's very aggressive for me. But I'm going to... Well, that's why they call it acting, isn't it? All right, so we'll skip right ahead. We'll forget the courtship. We'll get right to the sex part here.
All right.
Ann, producer Ann will be playing the part of Margaret Cho.
Okay, now me seducing you is quite a stretch here, okay?
Yeah, I know. All right, let me just read...
This would never happen in person.
Let me read the action that goes right before the dialogue. She downs her drink. Okay, because we're at the party right now. She downs her drink.
Margaret drinks?
Apparently, she's an actress. She downs her drink. Can we shut it? Can we shut Drew's mic off, please? She downs her drink and grabs him by the wrist. She drags him up the stairs. So we're now upstairs at the party. Interior, upstairs room. Flashback later. She pushes him into the room and pulls a chair to the center of it.
Take off your pants and sit down.
What?
I said take off your pants and sit down.
No, wait. Just, She undoes his belt and yanks his pants down and pushes him back into the chair. Come on. No, stop. But
shut up.
Yes, ma'am, indeed. Shutting up right now as we speak. I am ceasing to talk. Ann, jump in there. Oh, sorry.
No,
she pulls off her panties and shoves them into his mouth.
I said shut up.
All right, now, here's the action. She straddles him and F's him hard.
Right on,
her
baby.
face seething in hatred. Her eyes narrow into slits. His face is a comic mixture of shock, happiness, slight pain, and pure lust. Now, here's the part I'm going to have to work on. She said I could work on the script with her a little bit. He climaxes instantly. Now, what I'd like, if I'm doing this scene, is for them...
An hour later.
Yeah, them to show like alarm radio or something, and then have it go forward like 16 hours, and then have me go, oh. All right. She gets off him and slaps him hard across the face. She leaves, slamming the door behind her. Adam just sits there, not knowing what to make of it. Pants around his ankles, choking on black lace. Then he kind of smiles and nods like, hey, that was all right. Well, that is my scene.
And he smokes a cigarette.
And he smokes a cigarette.
Yep.
All right. Producer Ann is Margaret Cho, everybody.
Thank you.
A fantastic rendition. I couldn't tell them apart. So I don't want to make too much light of it. It's a well-written script. Engineer Mike, you read it, did you not? You were impressed by it?
I read certain parts 4 or 5 times. But
yes,
yeah.
I noticed because I need a flat bar to get the middle part unattached from the page.
I'm the only person that would happen to be listening to that to get this very intense wave of nausea.
Drew, believe me, we were having a good time with it, but once I put my game face on, look out.
It's a pretty sexy script.
It's a very sexy script, and it's well written, too. The dialogue leading up to it's fun. We're just having a good time there. So, all right, thank you, Ann. Oh, okay. All right, back to the phones, Drew?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy, 14.
Yeah, I listen to you guys a lot, and Adam, you're absolutely right about having pie instead of cake.
Yes. And you're one of the young ones. See, I got to get them young.
Yeah.
Because you are the future pie eaters, pie bakers, and pie connoisseurs of the world.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Jeremy, what's up?
Yeah, what's the deal with the curved penis?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like, it's curved.
Right.
So, how does it get like that, and why?
Well, how much curve?
I don't know.
I mean, some curve is normal. I mean, routine.
Let's say like a banana.
Yeah, kind of like that.
That's just the way it's Mother Nature meant it to be.
How about like a pretzel?
No,
that'd be bad.
It was interesting. We had that guy bring up the issue of circumcision and how some of the curvatures towards the tip could be residual scarring from circumcision, which I'd really not included in our discussions about that.
But it seems quite possible.
Yep, sure does.
All right, Jeremy.
Yeah.
You lurching or listing to one side or the other?
Well, to the left.
To the left. The question is, I guess Drew always asks, is there any pain involved?
No.
Any trouble having an erection?
Not
at his age. It's at which there becomes discomfort or dysfunction that you concern yourself about it. Otherwise, leave it be.
All right. I'm interested in this call more. We're going to break, so sell it, Ocean. Ocean?
Hello?
You're 19.
Sorry.
All right, tell us your question.
Okay, it's kind of complicated. I don't know how much I can get in before break, but a guy I was seeing, I got pregnant with his kid, and he pretty much, he talked me into having an abortion, and I'm regretting it now, and I'm holding a lot of resentment towards him for it, and I don't know. It goes a lot further than that, but.
What do you mean? How much further can it get?
Well, when we first started seeing each other, it wasn't even like a relationship type thing. It was just kind of, we were both there and both drunk, and it just kind of happened, and then it just was pretty much a casual thing after that, and it went on for, a couple months.
As far as he was concerned, it was casual anyway.
Well, yeah, basically, yeah, I did have feelings for him, but he had told me from the beginning he didn't want a relationship, and I, was fine with that.
Really?
Well,
yeah, you're real good with that, huh?
Well,
or you just figured
I could have been, yeah.
I figure you eventually would win him over.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
And I did become pregnant. And
was that part of the attempt to win him over, do you think?
No.
That was an accident.
No, it was an accident.
Okay.
And
why? What happened?
Well, my stupidity. It wasn't really an accident.
What happened?
We were having unprotected sex.
You might speculate that had something to do with trying to...
There are certain courts in this great land of ours who would cast aspersions on Ocean for that comment. They would say, maybe, in fact, she was.
On some level.
On some level. I mean, maybe
Freud,
not a conscious level.
Freud would say there's no accidents.
Right. Except for trains. Those are always accidents. But you know what I'm saying, right, Drew?
This is kind of a train wreck.
Okay. All right, Ocean, we're going to go to break. We'll get back and tell you why it was no accident that you got pregnant by this guy and what you can do about it after this.
Why don't you try rapping at this time?
Yo, kick some flavor and stuff in LoveLine. I'll be right back in a minute.
I'm sorry, that was really bad.
You're just not street like me.
Hey, this is Fiona Apple, and you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
All right, phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. That is Drew. I'm Adam, and here we go. Wait a minute. Well, don't draw it that way then, Drew. I don't understand what that means. Ocean, 19. Hi. Okay, so you dated a guy casually. You met, and this is a sex thing, and you didn't want to admit to yourself that you're more involved with him. Just like no women want to admit when they're just having a quote-unquote casual sex with a guy that they're more interested than they want to admit. And what it is they know the guy's not interested, so they try to spare their own feelings.
Well, not only that, they're like they believe they should be able to behave the way the guy does too, and be just as gratified. And on some level, there is this expectation that, well, the guy seems to be experiencing something nice, and I'm experiencing it a certain way. He must be experiencing the same thing.
Right.
And by the way, I should be able to behave like a man and be okay with this too.
Right. And the reality is the guy could be humping a mechanical cow and would probably be right up in the gratification department. Yeah. Unfortunately, some guys. Now, when it's love, Ocean, and there are plenty of guys who will, I'm sure, be willing to treat you like the queen that you are, but not this guy.
Well, everything's changed now, though. That's the whole thing.
All right, so you got pregnant, and he talked you into the abortion.
Right.
Right.
And I didn't want to do it.
Right.
And I've just been kind of keeping my distance from him. And, I mean, he's been really good throughout this whole thing. And now he says that he feels so close to me because of everything we've been through, and that he's missed me so much, and he just wants to be a part of my life, and he wants a relationship now. And
wow.
I don't know what to think, because
right.
What is it you're concerned about? Why don't you trust it?
I don't know. I just feel like he was being really selfish throughout the whole thing about the
So now you're so resentful for the way he behaved with this that you don't want him back anymore.
But I still have feelings for him, though, and I think I just need to be careful or something. I don't know what it is.
That's fair enough. But it's interesting how he was more acceptable to you when he wasn't emotionally available.
Yeah. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Drew went for the wallet, Ocean. Look out.
Uh-oh.
All right, hold on a second. Uh-oh. Oh, Drew's very brash and cocky tonight. I gave him the last $3 to the parking guy at the restaurant. I swear to God. Come on, Drew. Drew, you pocketed that. Did you pocket it, or did we split that last night?
We split it.
All right, come on. Lend me $1.
That's all I have.
Come on, big boy.
This is it. All right, you owe me. You'll owe me.
All right, or you'll owe me. All right, all right, Drew, go ahead. You're very confident.
Well, just that she is more comfortable with the emotionally unavailable male, and as conflicted as that was, God, all right, I'm gonna get real specific. She's the oldest child, 3 or 4 siblings, and Dad was inconsistently available, and sometimes really disappointed her, and I'm not quite clear exactly how. Maybe
parents,
got sick or something, but something in a
Gandhi really disappointed his kids on occasion.
Really,
did Gandhi have kids?
All right, Dad was away at work all the time.
Son of Gandhi? Well, now there's a movie. There's a sequel. Forget about this Gandhi, son of Gandhi. He, you want this salt over my dead body, you bloody limeys? And, machine gun firing. Okay. Mike, you got a chuckle out of that.
I've been a good audience so far.
Thank you.
I not?
All right. I'm going with. It's a day late and $1 short. She's with this guy now. She doesn't trust the guy. I think this is healthy.
All right.
I'm going with normal.
Okay.
Ocean.
Well, you were both wrong, I guess.
Both wrong?
Yeah.
Sexual abuse?
Well, no, a lot of physical abuse.
Yeah.
My dad died 2 years ago, and that's been real hard on me. And
who physically abused you?
My father.
And then he died, and you never really reconciled with him?
Yeah, we were actually in a huge fight, and we hadn't spoken for months when he died. And
all right, so it's emotionally unavailable or abusive male is the one that you're most comfortable with, and now this guy's showing you some genuineness, you're rejecting him.
All right, but you're also right not to trust him because of his track record.
Yeah.
All right, so what have we learned, Ocean? Go against your judgment.
Do you have any siblings?
I do. I have a younger sister.
All right. Big deal, Drew. Everyone's got a younger sister. I could have had one. All right. So, Ocean.
You do have one, don't you?
No, she's a year older. You're going to have to feel this one out. Okay. You're right to be skeptical.
Okay.
However, realize that you have some difficulty opening up to somebody when they become available. You'd rather have them abusive and unavailable.
Lorraine, 20.
Hi, Adam.
All right. Do you guys see the polar bear theory? Everybody, you're all the same. That's what we're here to tell you. End of show. Let's go home. That's it. Everyone's the same. Everybody is the same. Given the same parents, you get the same outcome. That's it. All right, Lorraine.
I have a problem.
At least in the extremes.
I had a baby 5 months ago, and ever since then, whenever I have sex, it's like a week before my period, it's painful. And recently, within the last time I had sex, it hurt so bad it felt like it was labor pains, but it went away within an hour.
Do you have any unusual bleeding or discharge?
No.
And your periods have been regular otherwise? And they're normal? They're back to normal?
Yeah.
Are you breastfeeding?
No.
Are you on any medications?
No.
How's your boyfriend?
Huh?
How's your boyfriend?
Oh, he's good. It's the same as it was before, so it just...
Same instrument?
Yeah.
Same penis?
Yep.
Okay.
But the thing...
some guys will pull the old swapperoo on you once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what bothers me is, should I go to a doctor because it only hurts a week before I get...
Yeah, you should. If I had to sort of surmise what this is, I would be most likely to guess it would be endometriosis. Okay? So endometriosis?
Oh, really?
You ever heard of that?
Yeah, because I've been looking in the medical book, but it seems like you have everything when you look at it.
Yeah.
But how could that happen?
How do you get endometriosis?
Yeah.
How do you get any medical problem? It just happens as you get older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a curse from God.
Would it be due to the child having the child?
I think that could be part of why it's coming on now, sure. And again, that'd be the first thing to look at, whether it's that. There are many other possibilities, as you found out by looking at the book. I mean, for instance, there can be retained products of conception, there can be infections in the uterine lining, there can be lots of different little things, but all of which would be evaluated by a gynecologist. Okay?
Retained products of conception, such as like,
piece of placenta or something.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like one of those six-pack binders that, seagoing birds get caught up in or something like that.
It could be that. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Lorraine.
Uh-huh.
How many kids you got?
Just one.
No way. You having protected sex now, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Uh-huh.
What are you using?
Condom.
Uh-huh. I don't trust that.
But
wait a minute, Lorraine. Listen to me.
Add something to the condom.
No. Listen, when we get the answer condom, it means sometimes condom. Because the people that are serious about conception, who have or lack of conception, what word am I looking for? Contraception. See, that's why he gets the big bucks, everybody, because I can't speak English. The people that are serious about contraception are people who are on the pill, who have Norplant and what have you. You're using the condom once in a while, right?
No.
Huh?
All the time.
100% of the time.
Yeah.
How'd you get pregnant in the first place?
Unprotected sex.
Except for that one time.
All right, how old's your boyfriend?
21.
And we don't talk again enough about the morning after pill. Keep in mind, folks, that within 48 hours of an unprotected episode, you can take a pill, now been approved, thank God, by the FDA, Overall or low overall, in such a way that it will decrease the risk of pregnancy rather substantially. So if you'd had that unprotected sex and you really didn't want to have a child, you go to a doctor and get the overall or low overall pill, take it, and that's that.
Thank you, Drew. Your boyfriend working?
Yeah.
You guys, everything good?
Uh-huh.
All right, no more kids?
No.
Until he gets a raise?
Yeah.
All right, go to the doctor, get yourself checked out.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Lorraine.
All right.
Take care. Jay, 13.
Hi.
Hey.
You guys rule.
Hey, you rock, Jay.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were talking about you during the last break.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anything good?
Well, I don't want to build you up too much, get a fat head and everything, have you strutting around school like some sort of prize cock at a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was wondering, on the internet, if it's, like, safe to let out your phone number or your address or...
I would say not.
No?
No.
Well, who are you looking for?
Well, just, like, I met somebody in the chat room.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Right. Well, here's the deal with that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think it's safe. But it's not really your decision because, after all, whose address are you giving out?
Mine.
Yours and?
Nobody else's.
Nobody else.
Nobody else lives at your house?
Well, maybe my friend who's not my friend anymore.
Mm-hmm. So, what, are you just squatting a tenement on the Upper East Side?
Maybe.
All right. Where are you living, you moron?
Me?
Yes.
Twain Hart.
All right. Who lives there with you?
Me? Okay. Friend Richard.
You and Richard are shacked up.
Yeah.
Are you in a foster home?
No.
Where's Mama and Papa?
They're like asleep.
All right. Good night.
you pinhead. Oh, for Christ's sake, with this concrete thinking, Drew.
That's what that is. Or avoidant. It's both. The combination of avoidant and concrete. What? What? Who lives here? Huh?
Richard. Who else's address are you giving out when you give out your address? Richard? I was not that stupid at 13, Drew. Please.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Maybe a little dumber. All right, Jay. Don't give it out because big fat trucker's going to show up drunk with sodomy on his mind at the doorstep, and your dad is going to be the first one who's going to get it, and then he's going to give it to you.
People of Earth, we were going to help you, but you don't need our help. You have LoveLine, and you're a bunch of sickos.
This is Mission Control. LoveLine will be right back.
Oh, the perils of being Dr. Drew. I'm Adam Carolla. This is LoveLine. Tomorrow, Toad the Wet Sprocket. And we'll be back in 10 seconds.
This is LoveLine on
Radio Station.
WEBN, Cincinnati.
All right, LoveLine phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. That is a good doctor. Dr. Drew is sitting in with you now, just on the backside of 11 o'clock, coming your way all night.
Where's Mike with the vomit
stuff
sounds?
That feels so good.
Please, Mike.
Like this one from Billy Ocean. Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah, get with it.
This guy is an asshole.
Thank you, Drew. You know what we need to do with this show? We need to make it a 3-hour show and then just go ahead and edit it and tighten it all up and then send it out on a satellite. So we really give everyone the unedited show. I'm mispronouncing every third word and 5 beats late. Drew is either eating, sneezing, punching the mic, or talking to Ann about something she's never heard of. And engineer Mike is reaching for those carts somewhere back there and usually coming in the middle of the next call.
And that little dialogue might have been cut
Why
right out.
couldn't you just use my penis? All right, listen, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Let's just move ahead here. April 17.
Hello. I have trouble with intimacy. I've recently noticed that I don't like people touching me. Men, my family in general, especially men in my family. I don't like my friends touching me.
What's happening? What's causing anything?
I will like when my sister tries to give me a hug. I don't like it when my dad tries to give me a hug. I don't like it.
Has it always been that way?
Well, kind of, yeah. But I mean, recently it just got really bad.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like anybody touching me. I don't mind my mother giving me hugs, but
does this trigger any memories or any ideas?
No, it's just I feel very uncomfortable. I don't like.
All right, listen. We're hip to the part where it's uncomfortable. So if it doesn't trigger any memories, just say no. Does it trigger any memories?
No.
What kind of feelings do you have around being touched? How does it make you feel?
I just feel very uncomfortable. Like, I feel bad. I don't know. But
It makes you feel ashamed.
Well, yeah. But mostly, I don't like. I mean, I've noticed that I can't even have a relationship with other people. Like there's a guy that wants to go out with me, and I just don't want to be around him.
I don't know if we figured this one out, but has it always been this way?
Well, not really, no.
No, it just started?
Just last couple, like about a year ago, yeah.
About a year ago.
Something happened
And there's no event that happened?
Huh?
Nothing happened?
Not that I remember.
A year ago?
No.
Nothing triggered it?
I mean, my father used to hit me.
Ah.
Well, there's something.
Well, yes. But, I mean, I can't be intimate with anybody.
Were you having a relationship until last year? Have you ever had a relationship?
No.
Never had a close relationship?
No, not really.
When did your father stop hitting you?
About a year ago. I was taken away from the home, and I was put into a foster home, and then my father got custody of me again.
How long ago did you get out of the foster home?
About a couple months ago.
So something about that foster home experience was unpleasant for you, right?
Oh, no. I was probably the happiest when I was in the foster home.
All right, but hold on, Arlene. Arlene Francis, I'm going to flip over all the cards, and this is what this show's starting to feel like. April.
Yes.
Your dad beat you to such a point that you had to be removed from the house.
Yeah.
All right,
I didn't want to come back. But
all right, so it's very understandable that you would have difficulty,
trusting people.
Trusting men especially.
Well, I'm not done. I mean, I've also noticed that, like, I've started to like strange things like pain. I like to inflict pain on myself for some reason. And
oh, yes.
Well, it's a way of mastering that abuse in a way.
When I am intimate with someone, I rather do the touching rather than touch me.
Right.
And probably pretty rough, huh?
I'm really confused. I've become really depressed with this.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
All right.
Well, basically, let me just put it in the broadest terms.
All right, let me ask you this. Hold on, Drew. Why did your dad get you back?
My mother, they're separated. My mother and my father are separated because he used to beat her as well.
All right.
She doesn't have enough stable income right now to hold the house with me.
How's your dad? Did he get counseling?
Yes. He's a lot better now.
All right, but the point is he can't, all the hugs in the world are not going to undo his beatings of the past.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Listen, what's going on with you, April's real natural. There's nothing bizarre here. It all adds up.
I mean, your mind is trying to deal with these traumatic experiences. They're just trying to put the rage and the pain and the trauma into some kind of an emotional context as you grow up here. And the way you're dealing with it now is by having difficulty trusting, having difficulty opening up for fear of re-experiencing those same things. And what you're ending up doing instead is by going ahead and acting them out on yourself anyway. It's a way of mastering that.
All right, so Drew, you asked me the same questions you asked April.
Were you ever abused?
No, you didn't ask that. Ask the same question. I have trouble hugging folks.
Anything ever happened to you?
No.
Anything ever happened when you started having this trouble a year ago?
No, just a year ago.
Is there anything at all that was going on in your life that might have triggered this?
No, I just can't hug.
You can't hug. Anything happened to you before that? Any trauma or anything?
Well, I was beaten repeatedly and sent to a home. Other than that, it's hugging.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, that's it. April, it's real sad what this guy did to you. I'm glad he got counseling. I'm glad he's going to try to make amends, but it's going to take a while for you to trust him. And because Papa stands for all men when you're young, it's going to take you a while to trust all men. Yes.
If ever.
Well, let's not damn her to a life of this,
again,
Drew.
more what we were talking about earlier is that these internalized relationships remain fixed. I mean, her relationship with her internal image of her father is this abusive a-hole.
Little work, little time out, and April will be fine. You'll be fine, April. You just it's a problem that has to be. Wait a minute. Let me say this before we talk to 23-year-old Chuck over here. What April has is no different than somebody who has, let's say, diabetes or asthma or something. This is something that you have to address. It's something you have to concern yourself with. It's something you have to take appropriate steps with. When you have diabetes, listen, I'm no doctor, so don't jump in if I screw this up. But the point is, you have to worry about what you eat. You have to worry about your insulin. You have to worry about certain things, and you have to approach life in a little different way. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy life. Doesn't mean you got to get off the roller coaster and kill yourself. It just means you have this problem, and it's something you have to look out for. When you have a relationship, you have to. You can't just go winging off to Hawaii for 8 weeks without your insulin. You have to take certain steps.
It's a delicate issue.
April has to get some counseling. April has to keep herself in check when she gets in a relationship. She has to focus on what happened in the past and understand what's going to happen in the future. And like any problem that anybody has. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Drew? All right, wise butt. Yes. Chuck, 23.
A little idealistic, but reasonable.
Yes. Chuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. Chuck.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I said, how are you doing?
Oh, all right. We couldn't hear the first 6 how you doing, but we got the can you hear me part.
Oh, okay, good. Anyway, I just want to say you guys are awesome. And Adam, you're right. You guys shouldn't be getting paid the same amount.
Right.
Drew should be getting a lot more. Thank you. Thank you, Chuck.
All right.
There you go.
Let's get rid of Chuck.
Get him back on the line.
I've had enough of this, Chuck.
We're going to fight over this. Chuck, go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to know, somebody gave me some lithium pills.
Gave you lithium pills?
Yeah. And
I mean, you were prescribed lithium?
No. Somebody I know gave them to me.
What are you doing?
That's neighborly.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's a long story. It's not like they just walked up to me and offered them to me or whatever. But anyway, my question is, if you take a lithium pill, what does it do to you, if anything at all?
Why would you want to take a lithium?
All right, just answer the question.
Exactly.
He's trying to get himself screwed up.
What's the worst thing that can happen to you?
Huh?
What's the worst thing that can happen to you?
Well, just what happens to you, you know what I mean? What does it do to you as somebody that wouldn't otherwise?
What's it do to you, like if you're just taking a drug?
Yeah.
Probably nothing.
Oh, nothing at all?
You wouldn't feel any sensation?
No, probably
Why not?
It's a mood stabilizer. It doesn't make people high. It doesn't increase mood. It just stabilizes moods for people who have unstable moods.
So it's not like Valium?
Nothing like that at all.
Oh, okay.
Not even close to all. But it can cause kidney failure, and it can cause diarrhea, and it can be a risky medication that, like with any medication, there's got to be an important therapeutic purpose to exposing yourself to those potential
smoked
risks.
it?
Huh?
Yeah.
What if you want to smoke it, Chuck? Maybe that would do something.
No. I just wondered if it did anything to you, like you said, like Valium or
What other street drug? What other pharmaceutical drugs are you fooling around with?
Nothing. No. No, nothing else in this. I just somebody asked.
Oh, he really got him on the ropes, Drew.
Yeah, you're working me over here.
Are you looking out your window right now, Chuck?
Me? Actually, no, I'm staring at the wall, but
all right.
I'm at work, so.
Right. Where do you work, Chuck?
I can't tell you that.
Okay. What kind of work do you do?
I'm a machinist.
Okay.
Yeah, I work in a machine shop.
Well, what do you do? Defense stuff?
No, I don't. If I gave you my name, somebody listens to this and they
I'm
probably
hip.
know.
What kind of machining do you do, though?
Well, actually, I'm a quality control person.
Uh-huh. For what?
But otherwise, we do turning steels and whatnot.
A turn steel?
Yeah.
Or for what application?
Automotive industry.
Uh-huh. Do you turn brake drums and the rotors and stuff?
No, it's an internal motor part.
Ah, crank, rods, cams?
No, it's for the fuel system.
All right, I'm done guessing.
Yeah,
Arlene, flip over the cards again.
If I keep talking, somebody might know.
All right, Chuck. Look, Chuck, the lithium freak. Believe me, I know guys who work at machine shops. They're all on something.
No, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
All right.
All right, I understand the business very well.
Okay.
All right, the lithium will do nothing for you. Sell it to a guy who has an unstable mood.
There we go.
All right.
Do not take any medication that has not been prescribed for you.
It's you, Chuck. If you want to get yourself effed up, why don't you just grab a nice raw billet of steel and smack yourself in the cranium with it?
Really?
That's a much cheaper, effective way. Would you experience some euphoria from that? Would you say, Drew?
If you near death, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Elaine, 25.
Hi.
Hey.
I just moved to a big city. I grew up in a small town, and I just finished college in a small town where there weren't any people of different colors, races.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just moved to a big city.
It was all black?
I'm sorry?
No. Okay, go ahead.
And so I just moved to a big city now, and I'm starting to date people, and I'm interested in different people, but I'm afraid to ask guys out who might be, a different race, because I don't know. Is it okay? Is it okay to date interracially?
Well, if you want to have the mongoloid kid, sure. Poor Elaine. Elaine, how small? Where were you from? How small a town? Lilliput?
No, it's in Nebraska near Omaha.
Uh-huh. And you went to college, and then now what town are you in?
I'm in the Bay Area.
Oh, the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, that is a transition. You got not only do you have every color under the rainbow, but every possible sexual proclivity under there. You have guys from Burma who are into monkey sodomy. Everything is there. So you've picked the right town. Elaine.
Yeah.
It is all right to date men. I'm guessing you're white?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Well, go out with whoever turns you on. Are you physically attracted to one race more than another?
No.
No. You don't.
What is motivating all this discomfort with this? Is there something you're worried about your parents or your back home situation? What's the deal?
Yeah, I guess my parents, maybe.
Well, they'll adjust. Hey, I think the people. I don't want to.
Go ahead.
I think people interracial dating are the crusaders of the present day. I mean, they are the ones really, really doing the work, having to live the lives of fighting against the social improprieties and social inequities.
Right, while getting laid.
And it's their kids even that are more the pioneers
but
of
Drew,
whatever social changes are yet to come.
Explain the gene pool to the kids.
That genetic diversity enhances a population's ability to survive.
Right.
But the more you mix, the more there is potential for improvement in the genetic makeup.
I think I'm fine with it. It's probably just my parents that I'm worried about.
Have you dated many guys, Elaine?
Yeah.
No. Not really.
Yeah.
No. How many? How many guys you had sex with?
6.
All right. That ain't too many by 25 of dating since for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. But you've never relaxed about it, Drew. Nah, for today's single 25-year-old?
For today, yeah.
No.
People, not when you were 25.
No, I'm
People are
telling
more
you.
cautious today.
I'm telling you, today's your average 25-year-old who's never been married, who's just got done out of college. Are you kidding? Most 25-year-old women just out of college have more sex, one day more than 6 guys between classes. Please, Drew. Oh. Mary.
So I shouldn't be
no.
apprehensive about.
No, listen. Look beyond the skin color. Whoever you're attracted to physically and emotionally, that is your man.
Okay.
All right. And your parents, if they're good parents, are going to want you to be happy, and you're going to be happy when you're with the person you want to be with. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's stay away from those Lebanese. All right.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, I got to draw the line, Drew.
Oh, please.
Derek, 18.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Okay, I just have like a little question problem thing.
Hold on. I'm trying to rethink my racist statement to a group that is less proactive. I don't want any one that has less history with terrorism, like Jamaicans. They don't do anything but get stoned and hang out at the beach, right?
Loaded night.
Cigars.
All right. What's going on, Derek?
You're calling from Canada?
Yeah.
Where?
Actually, Kingsville, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, know it well. I honeymooned there in the 60s.
Northest part.
Near your Utopia, isn't it?
Is Kingsville is that near Plentywood, Montana?
I have no idea.
Right, do you know where have you heard of the United States?
Yeah.
Okay. You know where Montana is? It's just a speck on the map.
Yeah, I know where Montana is.
Okay. How close are you to Montana?
I'm not sure.
That's
really.
what it is.
Okay. It's good to hear that the Canadian schooling system isn't just as bad a shape as ours is.
Oh, yeah, I know.
All right.
I just got out of school, too.
All right. Well, I'd like to head down south and visit you one of these days.
Okay. Yeah, I'm leaving for the Navy in a couple of months, and I'm going to be going to BC, British Columbia, and I've been going out with my girlfriend for about 2 years, and she doesn't want me to go because she doesn't trust me, and she just miss me and stuff, and I'm not sure what to tell her. I'm gonna go anyways, but I don't know how to tell her.
So she doesn't know you're going?
No, well, she knows I'm going. I told her that I applied and stuff, but she doesn't want me to go.
Well,
and
you're
I don't know
going.
how to get her through it.
You can't. You have to just do what you have to do.
I just leave.
Well, I mean, you tell her how you feel, and you don't be cold to her. But if you're going to go, she's going to have to deal with that.
Canada has a Navy?
Yep.
What the hell do you guys need a Navy for? You got us. Canada, what do you got? A PT boat we sold you in 1957? What kind of? I never seen a Canadian Navy.
Hey, look, you hear how
there's no Canadian Navy.
You hear how Derek speaks. They have to do something with these kids.
Let me tell you what the Canadian Navy is equivalent to. Remember when you were in junior high and some senior forced you to buy tickets to the pool on top of the gym that never existed? I think that's what this Canadian Navy is. They're just rounding up troublemakers, and they're going to ship you off to the States. Canadian Navy. I never heard of such a thing. All right. So, Derek, you got to be straight out with her. You're not going to cheat, are you?
No.
Okay. All right. And how long are you in for over there? How's that going? How long do you enlist for? Here it's 4 years.
Well, 2.5 years schooling. That's you learn a trade over there.
Oh, really?
Yep. And then you can stay as long as you want there.
Derek, this is like going away to college. I mean, you have to do what you have to do to pursue what it is you want to do in life, and this relationship will either work out or it won't. And that's sort of natural history of relationships at your age. Yeah. It really is. Okay?
All right.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Smoke less pot, please.
This going off the Canadian Navy? I never see the Canadian Navy. We get in lots of conflicts around the world. Hey, there's those guys from Canada in a battleship coming right up. They've been bombing the beach for a while now.
They played a huge role in World War II, the Air Force and stuff.
Right, they let us park our planes on their soil so we could fly it over into Russia.
If you go into Normandy, it's a tremendous, all these things about the Canadian Air Force.
Right, they supplied booze and jerky for the troops. Okay. All right, we're going to have a angry mob outside the studio by the time I'm done.
Here's LoveLine before deworming. Here's LoveLine after getting fixed. Here's LoveLine chewing out its stitches. Here's LoveLine dragging its butt across the carpet. Bad LoveLine. Bad LoveLine. LoveLine has been bad, and we'll be right back.
Hey, this is John Popper from Blues Traveler, and you're listening to The Love Line, where love likes to hang out.
Oh, yes. That big bundle of love, John Popper. And we're going to work on him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is good radio.
Now, here's the deal. He's not doing the LA dates.
Ah!
I know, baby. I've been working on it, so.
Man.
He's not coming to LA, so we're going to try to get him some other way.
I wanted him to come back before he left.
No.
You know how I feel about him.
I know.
Bring your sax out.
Yeah, get out the old horn again, dust off the horn, and sit down and, lay down some riffs with John Popper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a historical moment in LoveLine history. All right, I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew, board certified. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Drew.
Hey.
You're cornered by a kid and his penis at the gas station this weekend.
Yeah, very strange. I mean, I don't think about, our sort of presence. I was heading out to meet my family, and I've got some gas, got off the freeway, and
got some gas. You had to get off the freeway,
right? And the kid grabbed me and said, "Oh my God, I was just told my girlfriend I've got to call you." And he walked right up to me. I thought, "Gee, what I do? I thought I'd done something wrong." And he couldn't sustain an erection when he put on a condom.
Now, where
no
does he
what.
accost you?
Chevron.
Actually, just out by the pumps?
No, near the submarine sandwiches.
Okay, inside the deli section.
Yeah.
Oh, how low on the totem pole do you got to be to pay $8 for like one of those subs that's just death?
No, it was actually by the Snapple, I think.
Okay, well that's all right.
Yeah. And his mom was there, and he wanted to talk about this. A nice kid. I mean, I feel for the guy, but I just in that out of context, it's real hard to concentrate and give somebody a real answer.
You got to put your penis face on.
Well,
you weren't ready.
No, I wasn't ready.
All right, did you help him though?
No, I was just kind of dumbfounded.
Let me tell you something. You are an ambassador to the show,
all right.
And let me explain something. You are LoveLine's Dr. Drew. 24/7.
Right.
Do you understand
yes.
this?
People should knock on my door.
Not just the 2 hours you nap in here nightly.
Hey, look.
But when you are out there, you represent the show.
I understand.
You understand?
But Adam, you don't think of yourself as somebody that I love people, so I love talking to people when they come up. But
really,
what? You're hassled by it?
Huh?
You're hassled by people talking?
No, I enjoy people coming up and talking to me.
Yeah, but when somebody asks a serious question, when you're like trying to get some corn nuts, it's hard. It's hard to like.
Is that a euphemism for something?
Maybe,
or are you actually trying to buy the salted nuts?
No, the nuts. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if that meant you were scratching yourself.
No.
Okay.
No code.
Andy.
Hello.
Hey, you're 16.
Yeah.
What do you know about life at 16?
So condescending.
I was wondering, my girlfriend had PID.
Yeah.
And does that mean that she has like gonorrhea?
Well, that's one of the causes of PID. PID is pelvic inflammatory disease, and it's typically referring to an infection in the fallopian tubes, which are the tubes that connect the uterus to the ovaries. If that all makes sense to everybody.
And I want to know how is it that I could catch that?
By having sex with her. However, not all PID is sexually transmitted. Chlamydia is certainly another cause of PID, and there are other bacterial causes of PID. There are other bacteria that can get up in that area that are not necessarily of a sexually transmitted nature.
Are you having sex, Andy?
Not oral or like, it was just like.
Maybe, hang on.
Let me
ask the question
let me try
again.
to rephrase this question one more time. Are you having sex, Andy?
No, but there was a feeling with my hands.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I don't know how I could say this, but
go ahead.
I like masturbated her, however it would. I mean,
I use the word diddle.
Huh?
Diddle.
Diddle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Try to work that into a sentence now. Go ahead.
I diddled her.
Beautiful.
Okay, thanks.
That's not going to cause PID, I wouldn't think. No.
Okay, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
She was like giving me a hand job or whatever, and she didn't finish, and so like I got
pain,
blue balls or something.
You had pain?
And
did you have pain?
Did I have pain after?
Did you have pain?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so later on that night, it was hurting, so I kind of finished it, you know?
Listen, I've believe me, tonight, I swear to God, I've talked to sternologues that have a better capabilities verbally than half our LoveLine listeners, just this evening.
All right, so you finished later.
Uh-huh, and like after, when I had, when I finished it had hurt more afterwards.
Right, that can happen.
Right.
So that's normal?
Yes. Yes. What,
It's
with
not
the blue
good.
balls?
Yeah,
Of course.
It's not good for you, but it doesn't mean you have a medical problem necessarily.
Okay.
Okay? It just irritates everything.
All
right. You guys, you really need a third party, a guy with like a manual in one hand and like a big tumbler Gatorade in the other and a towel over his shoulder to kind of walk you through the whole thing. Although it's kind of nice. Enjoy this part because the wonder, excitement, and amazement that is in every moment now sexually for you is fleeting. One day it will all become passé.
However,
you'll do what I do, which you actually hire a guy to diddle before you actually move in, come in there, and finish her off sexually. I don't diddle anymore. I don't know if you know that, Drew. I have a no diddling clause.
Yeah.
Make the ladies sign it sexually. There'll be no diddling. I'll have my seconds diddled.
He's already coming up against some of the more maybe unpleasant elements of relationship, and that is that PID can be a sexually transmitted disease, and Andy has not had sex with his girlfriend.
All right. And then
therefore,
when you do,
you need to sort of straighten that history out and find out if indeed she is having sex with other people, and you yourself make sure you practice safe sex, wear a condom.
All right. So you don't have the KID.
Which is what?
Let's see.
How about the AID, the anti-inflammatory disease?
KID.
Oh, the kid. I see.
For Christ's sake. Oh, Jesus, Drew. Drew, what would happen if there were no books invented? You just walk around, you'd never grasp the language, you'd be working at a pit at a transmission place, cleaning oil off the bottom of big rigs.
Yes, I would. It's a fact.
Imagine if there are no books.
I'd have no relations.
That's it. There'd be no language, there'd be nothing. KID. All right, Drew. Listen, I can only make fun of you because you're,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Adam, if your sister's listening, I'd like to meet her.
She doesn't listen to the show.
How does she know you abuse me so much?
She saw a tape of the TV show that my mom sent her in Germany. All right. Kim.
Yeah.
KIM.
Yeah.
All right. You're 17.
Yeah. All right. I had two questions, actually. The first one is, actually one's a problem, one's a question. The first one is, I've been through, like, a lot of depressions in my life. And I've got this one friend that helps me through a lot of them. And he's probably the only person in this world that understands my emotions.
Is his name Heroin?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like some teenage code thing going on.
No.
Okay. What's his name? Larry?
No.
Okay.
No. But I find myself now that I like spending time with him, and basically, I think I've fallen in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I feel the same when I'm around him as when I'm with my better half, my girlfriend.
All right. So what happened to you when you were growing up?
Nothing.
What happened?
No.
Come on.
I wasn't loved a lot, but...
What happened? Were you hit?
Normally.
Normally you were hit.
Like any other child.
There is, by the way, there's no such thing.
What is the average beating scale? Twice a week?
There's no
Thank you
such
when I
thing.
did something bad.
Kim, there is no such thing. There's no such thing as average hitting. By the way, any physical striking of children is a criminal offense in most states. So
unless your mom does it.
No.
That's all right.
No.
Oh, sure.
So you were beaten as a child. You were hit.
Well, wait a minute. Were you spanked when you were naughty kind of thing? Or were you smacked around a little bit?
No, I wasn't smacked around.
Ever get a black eye?
No.
Tanned hide?
Depends.
How many times would you say your dad hit you in total?
I can't remember.
Can't count that high?
No, no, it's not. I can't count that high.
Did he use something to strike you with?
Some of the time.
Okay, please. That is not normal.
Well, what do you use? Maybe use a feather duster, Drew.
Actually, some of the time.
No, what do you use?
Excuse me?
Hey, seriously? What do you use?
Sometimes coat hangers, sometimes feather duster.
That is overt.
Wait a minute, the guy hit him with a feather duster?
It's the long,
the stick part.
Chicken, yeah.
The stick part.
Still, it's a bizarre irony that you really got a beating with a feather duster. You're not going to draw any sympathy from the buddies. Oh, boy, did my dad give it to me good. He pulled out that feather duster.
Okay, so you perceived your early family life as not loving you.
Drew, you don't find it ironic that I guessed he was beaten with a feather duster?
It's bizarre. I don't want to puff you up any further.
All right, so just skim over my brilliance, please.
And you were physically abused. I mean, that's what this was. Okay, so your relationships are infused with chaos. What else happened to you along the way?
That's basically it.
Well, what else? How old were you started having sex?
Just recently.
You never had any kind of sexual contact before that?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Uh-huh. And why do you think or suspect that you're so depressed?
Basically, excuse me. Basically, I've been deprived of love in my life.
Who? By your family, I'm guessing?
Family, people, society.
Oh, society? What do they care?
Exactly.
Well, let me. I don't want to burst your bubble, but society could give a rat's hiney. Unless you're making society some money, you get nothing from society.
Oh, I don't trust society whatsoever.
Yeah, but society is your parents, and your parents have badly abused you, and so it's natural enough that then for anybody that represents that could be something that you would not like.
All right, but the guy helped you out in a time of need, became a confidant, and it's natural that you've sort of taken to him.
Yeah, but the boundaries here are just all screwed up. He's got a girlfriend, but he's got a boyfriend.
He's a friend. He's like one of my best friends.
Yeah, but you're confusing, and I don't know if you're gay or not, but I mean you're confusing your warm, intimate feelings of friendship with sexual feelings, it sounds like.
No, I'm not feeling any sexual or intimacy or lust with him like I do with my girlfriend. That's the problem.
Well, didn't you kind of start off by saying you were having some...
No, it's companionship, and I mean, I feel the same way I do about my girlfriend, but it's the lust and the intimacy is not there.
Oh, all right. Well, that's just called...
friendship.
That's fine. Now, listen, I like guys more, too.
There's also the fact that, I mean, some of the things I do... Like, I'm secure with my sexuality.
Yeah, right. All right.
Yeah, I can give him hugs, and I like...
Reach arounds.
Yeah. But, some of the things I do, like, I wear nail polish and makeup, and I shave my legs, and I wear fishnet stockings.
All right, Kim.
Stuff like that.
Are you doing drugs, too?
No, I'm not on drugs.
Really?
I've tried drugs once, and I didn't like it.
Good. That is the one irreversible. I mean, that's the one thing that thank God you're not getting into that could make for irreversible problems. But this other acting out, it's all acting out against your parent, against society.
Basically.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, Kim, I hate to say it, but we got to go to break. Here's the deal, Kim. Society is not good and it's not evil. It just doesn't really care. Society will give you what you give it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You come up with the cure for AIDS, society will treat you accordingly. you work behind the counter at a gas station or get welfare or something, society will treat you that way. That's how society treats people.
That it really is. This is more about your internal relationships with your parents.
Right. Work on that, and it's not all as bleak as it seems. Try to stop acting.
But by the way, we've not come up with anything wrong with his relationships.
Okay.
Although there should be.
Although
given
he
the
has
past.
some more sexual feelings that he's not talking about with this friend, or he wouldn't have brought it
that's
up.
the point. Some boundary issues are troubling me. So
okay.
All right.
Ernie, the world's fastest drummer for LoveLine. Hi, when I'm not drumming up a storm. What was the rest of it? LoveLine will be right back. If it's not, sue me or something.
And you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Can I go now?
I miss Bobcat.
I do too. I spoke to him, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and he's going to come on the show.
Oh, good. He's going to be promoting Hercules.
Yeah.
He's going to give me some passes.
He's going to be the sole crusader for this small independent film known as Hercules.
Yeah.
Him and 52,000 McDonald's franchises across the country and Europe.
Yeah, my kids are already. Listen, we're probably going.
Hercules is going to need Bobcat to go out and get on the road and campaign.
We're probably going the Friday it comes out.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, my kids are just like, okay, let's go. When's Hercules?
All right, here's what you do with the kids. Listen, you have to take advantage. Here's the deal, Drew.
What leverage I have, I got to use.
I've seen your kids. They're pretty bright, and I'm guessing by 10 and a half they're going to be smarter than you are.
Could be.
I know one of them's already smarter than Susan is. I don't know if you knew that. I'm not going to say which one because I don't want to offend Susan. All right. I smell a phone call coming tomorrow from Susan.
Wait, the beep's going to go off any second.
Break all the radios at the house. Here's the point. Lie while you can. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, no, they figured. Oh, no.
No. That comes out a week later than whenever it comes out.
One thing I've learned about kids is one clear rule about kids is never lie. You can say no, and you can say we're not going to discuss it, but you never lie.
All right, never get caught. I'm going to upgrade that. Listen, they're 4.5. They don't even. They have no idea about the Gregorian calendar. Did I screw that up?
I don't know whose calendar it is, frankly.
Whose calendar are we using?
I don't know. I don't know.
The point is this. Mike, find out whose calendar we're using. The point is this, Drew. Lie. Lie like a wet rug. Do you understand? If the movie comes out on the 20th, it comes out the 27th. That way you beat this madhouse and,
Yeah, it's all part of the experience. So, hey, listen.
Hey, can't the Disney people buff you out a little bit? Lord knows you're talking about this thing.
Nobody from Disney, I've had 10 different people assure me, nothing ever comes to me from Disney.
Let me say something.
Ever.
Listen, you tight asses. Would you give Drew a copy of this movie so he can sit home and watch it without having, sparing him the indignity of dragging the entire, and expense of driving him and the entire family to the theater. It'll be the best $20 you ever spent because or whatever it costs them. I'm sure it won't cost them anything. They give you a tape, you watch it at home on the big screen, then you come back in raving about it, and they do even more business. All right?
Yeah.
All right, Disney.
Or even just a couple passes. anything that I have to...
No. They should be begging you to watch this film, Drew. You're a big celebrity. All right.
Give me your beehive thing.
Yes. Society. And then we're moving on to these calls because we just spoke to another disillusioned teenager who was sure that society had it out for him. Meanwhile, he's wearing fishnet stockings, shaving his legs, basically walking around like Ethel Merman, and he wants to know why society is judging him so harshly. And here's the way what I was saying to Drew during the break. Society is basically a beehive. And here's how a beehive works. It's a bunch of bees taking care of business. Once in a while, a rogue bee will fly away from the hive and sting you in the ass for no reason whatsoever. But And you know what that's equivalent to in society? That's equivalent to some guy just chucking a rock through your living room window because he's drunk and he felt like it, or he saw his own reflection in it. Or, pick your version of it.
Right, the freeway drive-by or something.
Freeway drive-by, you go under the overpass and some kid shoots a BB into the back of your neck. All right, that happens once in a while. But by and large, it doesn't happen. The society is the hive, and the hive's main goal is getting honey for the hive, and they're busy. Now, you get the ghetto blaster, crank it up, put it on your shoulder, go walking under the hive and smack it with a stick, and yes, the bees turn on you. They'll chase you right into the lake like a bad Yogi Bear episode. But you dress like a normal human being, you get in there and you start gathering honey, they will welcome you into the hive, or at least not pay any attention to you. And you start collecting more honey than all the rest of the bees, and you all of a sudden will be the queen of the hive. Am I right, Drew? Is this society?
This is brilliant.
This Will Rogers. That's all I ever hear about is this Will Rogers. This goddamn Will Rogers.
Okay. All right, excuse me.
Come on.
Everybody.
Yes, Will Rogers didn't have crap on
Please.
me. Oh,
We are
big
not-
deal.
do
He had
not-
a lariat.
Let's go.
Big
Let's
deal.
have a policy here. Do not compliment Adam ever. He goes from saying something reasonable, getting a good compliment, to being a ruler of the universe. Come on.
Pretty sad.
All right. You're lucky I can't think of the gay playwright's name who you love so much.
Somerset Maugham? Oh, Truman Capote.
No.
What are you talking about?
The gay playwright of yore who you quote so often? Karen, 25.
Hi. How you guys doing?
Who is the only
What are you talking about?
Who is the only gay playwright you've ever quoted to me?
Tennessee Williams. I can't think of who's.
All right. Well, we'll just move.
But what kind of play?
I'm not going to help you anymore.
Wait, no, come on.
Nothing is funny unless it's serious.
Okay.
Karen, 25.
Wrote the Portrait of Dorian Gray. Help me. Sherry.
Karen.
Oliver.
Hello?
25.
Oscar Wilde. Thank you.
Hello?
Go ahead, Karen.
Hello? Hi. How you guys doing?
I'm like the straight Oscar Wilde.
Hello?
Karen, we're here.
Okay. Hey, okay, this is my question. I don't have any history of abuse or anything in my family at all, and when I get really angry with my boyfriend, I hit him, and, bad, I get bruises on my arms and hands and stuff, and I was just wondering what you guys thought might be the problem.
You should, I'm thinking you should stop.
Did you fight like that with your siblings?
No.
Did you ever fight with anybody like that?
A past boyfriend I have.
And where did you learn this behavior?
That's the thing, I don't know.
I mean, where did you see violence when you were growing up?
I never did. No one in my family ever did.
Anybody ever get angry, yell?
No, my parents never even fought or anything in front of them.
You watch a lot of the UPN or the WB network?
No, I don't even have cable.
Oh.
Anybody?
Those aren't cable stations.
Are you drinking or on drugs when you're doing this?
Most of the time I'm drunk. Yeah, I'm drunk.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's what people do when they drink. Yeah. People, when you're on drugs, you're on drugs. You do things that you wouldn't otherwise do. I know that's very, very profound.
Could you put that on a card engineer, Mike? Thank you.
And when you're on drugs, you do things, your brain functions differently than it would otherwise. Impulses that you would more naturally contain are no longer contained.
So, you would be like an alcoholic or something like that?
Well, I can't say that based on that, but it's suspicious. When there are consequences as a result of substance use, and the substance use goes on or progresses, especially progresses, and if there's any family history there, well, that's what alcoholism is.
There's no family history of alcoholism.
Okay, well, then it may not be. You may then stop using alcohol and see if the behavior settles down.
So if it's only happening when I'm drunk, I shouldn't really worry about it, you think?
If the behavior continues and you can't contain it, I would worry about it. Okay, if stopping the mind-altering substances isn't enough to stop the behavior, then I'd look into it.
Jennifer.
Yeah?
You're 14.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, I don't really know where to start. But, okay, I have a boyfriend, and he's 14 also.
and he's been having like a really hard past like 3 years, into drugs, sent off to a lot of like boarding schools and stuff, and he was like my best friend, and we've been best friends for a while. And
what's your question for us, Jennifer?
Okay, I'm good. Okay.
Sorry.
Tonight he came over, and I mean, he just got back from boarding school, and I brought up that I wanted him to be my first. And he said okay, and like he said that he really wanted to, and he's had sex 3 times before with 3 different people. And I started talking to him about like the precautions we should take, like protection and stuff. And he said that he didn't want to go get tested because it would make him feel like a lab rat, and it would take like the beauty out of sex.
Now, I can picture the first 3 times he had sex. Drew, a windswept beach, candles,
here to eternity,
bottle of Chardonnay, chilling in a beautiful silver cooler just to his right, a old Victrola wound up with Bach playing, or was it that? Or was he banging some other chick who was staying at the halfway house with him on the vomit-stained cot in the cleaning closet?
I suggest, Jennifer, that you truly take the beauty out of sex and absolutely categorically refuse to have sex with anybody that's not willing to be responsible.
Oh, Jennifer,
there's no beauty there.
This guy's 14 and has a rap sheet longer than the Manson family already.
He's probably not a good choice for you to lose your virginity.
Don't do it. I'm telling you, baby, you're 14. This is the fork. The fork in the road. It actually rhymes with fork as well.
Yes.
And you're turning, you're going south here. Don't do it. I'm telling you, I got a gut feeling here, Jennifer. Back off. Thank you.
LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back after we kill the singer.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, Drew, we'll work this math out. Toad, the Wet Sprocket, tomorrow night. Somebody, band that I'm going to look forward to seeing, and then Tom Arnold. All right, I want to thank the beautiful Lisa, the lovely Sherry, the angular one, producer Ann, for really doing the job of 5 women.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed herein are certainly opinions, that's for sure. If you'd like a written transcript of today's program, you probably should have written it down yourself. And if you did, we'd like a copy. LoveLine producer Ann Wilkins.
This broadcast was copyright 1997 Westwood One Entertainment. This music is MXPX on Tooth and Nail Records.
Sit, Obo. Obo, stop dragging your butt across the carpet.